Then you see a pack of Hell's Angels going by, people are going to want to look. Next thing you know, cars, because they're just staring at us and not paying attention to stop traffic.
If you wanted to break the law on an everyday norm, you should have joined a street gang. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. You're not allowed to steal cars on my block. We steal those cars.
I mean, it was so bad by us in Vegas. I was in the pool swimming, and the guys came back. Hey, Pee-wee, the cops are here. They want to talk to you. I said, well, go talk to them. Find out what they want. And they came back. They go, they want to talk to you.
Typically, if you leave the club, if you haven't been in for 10 years, you're automatically out there.
Got put out in 2006. Back in 2007, wound up going into Chattin. 2011. Came out of there. I had 4.5 years to walk off with zero support from that club.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about these heroes from the Outlaws Motorcycle Club that saved a baby from a burning car and the mother. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister's friend about Chattin with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. We got a lot of great things in line for the future, and we are growing at a rapid pace, and I thank each and every one of you for watching and supporting the show. We got the best chat in the business. All the trolls get flushed, and they never come back. They might be watching, but they ain't coming. Not today, not ever. That's what we do to people who disrespect or, undesirables. They're going to stay undesirables. So shout out to them, too. I appreciate you watching. Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. Appreciate you. Make sure you check out Patreon. A lot of exclusive content over there. I'm going to be putting some videos up there. I might go live on Patreon later on. And I'm going to try TikTok a little bit and see what's up with TikTok going live and things like that. Rah, what's good, man? Shout out to you. Joe, what's up? Did you get your package yet? Shout out to Joe for getting some hoodies. Remember, if you guys want hoodies, just let me know. I got some bad news for you guys too. But it's not that big of a deal. But I do got some bad news for you guys, too. STMC, what's good, man? Biker News Canada's in the house. Mountain Woman, how are you? I'm in the background doing my chores, listening, having a great Monday. Or have a great Monday. Thank you, Mountain Woman. I appreciate it. We got a lot of things to talk about today. We got some bad news to talk about. But it's all right. You know, we always bounce back. It's not that bad of a news. So you guys know, Jimmy Mack, what's up, bro? I was trying to do the raffle type thing. Not a raffle. I was trying to do the giveaway for the motorcycle. Nobody was hitting me up on it. So we're not going to do the giveaway for the motorcycle. I sent people their money back. It is what it is. I really wanted to give the motorcycle away, but we were kind of selling tickets for it, and nobody wanted to buy any. So we got a couple people, but I sent their money back, and that's that. The motorcycle, done deal. I'm going to keep the bike, and I'm going to take it from there. So everybody's got their money back. We're going to move on. Jimmy Mack, how are you, man? Hope you're having a good Monday. Endless Bay's in the building. Endless Bay's interview is going to be dropping soon. We're going over the last little details, and his interview is pretty good. I'm going to do an interview on his show, too. So stay tuned for that one. We talk about the whole Donnie Wanch drama. We talk about his life over there in Canada and moving around and some different situations that happened to him. Pretty wild stuff he told me about. So stay tuned for that interview. It's pretty good. It's pretty entertaining. Slow Ride's in the building. Thank you for joining me today. Al Rose, what's going on? Shout out to BC, Canada. A lot of people from Canada have been watching the show. I really appreciate every single one of you. We're going to be doing some stories about some of the things up there in Canada. And if we don't know about what's going on, we're going to get some people from Canada to join us and fill us in on some things that we might not be aware of. There's a Crafty one up there in Canada. He's a really good content creator. I love his content. Go check out Crafty one. He's got some great stories. He really gets intricate with the stories about different outlaw figures, some mafia figures, and all that. Hello from Ontario. I've been to Ontario before. I really liked it up there. A lot of people speak French out there in Ontario. I enjoyed it. I went to a French restaurant, had to change the money over. The signs were different in the streets. It was a cool place. I really liked Ontario. I went to Niagara Falls. I went on the American side, and then I went over there to the Canadian side. I don't know what they call it on the Canadian side. Is it Niagara Falls? But I went there to the casino. I went to Ripley's Believe It or Not. And there's that little town. It's like a little city type thing there, right? It was pretty cool there too. Paula, how you doing? Thank you for joining me today. So today we got a bunch of things to talk about. You guys know that Ben Affleck and Matt Damon have a new movie out, and it's called I think it's called the Heist or something like that, right? It's called The Rip. The Rip. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. And people are saying, is that fact or fiction? Well, believe it or not, it is fact. That really did happen. And The Rip was a bunch of money they found in Miami. This is real pictures from this situation that happened. They found $100,000, I believe, or $900,000 in each bucket. I believe it was $100,000 in each bucket or something like that. All $100 bills. It was the biggest cash recovery. It was $24 million stuffed in buckets recovered at suspected pot dealers' home. And this happened in 2016. And they decided to write a movie about the situation. The guy's name was Luis Hernandez Gonzalez. They seized the money in Miami Lake's home, and they charged him with money laundering and marijuana trafficking. This is the Miami-Dade police. And of course, we all know that they're corrupt as shit, right? Miami-Dade police detectives raiding a home of suspected marijuana trafficker unearthed an estimated $24 million in cash. It was probably a lot more than that. That's just what they reported. Most of the bundles of $100 bills were heat sealed in bags and stuffed into 24 orange 5-gallon Home Depot buckets. The staggering amount of cash found inside an upscale Miami Lakes gated neighborhood is believed to be the largest single cash seizure in Miami-Dade police history. And of course, with that much cash, who wouldn't get a little sticky fingered? Exhausted investigators late Wednesday. This is the original post from when this all happened in 2016, I believe. Exhausted investigators late Wednesday are still counting the cash, most of which was found inside a secret compartment only accessible through the attic of this posh house. A hidden room was guarded by a hallway statue of St. Lawrence, a Catholic saint popular in Cuba and with followers of the religion. Arrested is Luis Hernandez Gonzalez, 44, who owns and operates Blossom Experience, a North Dade store that sells lights, fans, and other equipment for indoor gardening. Police believe that business, while legitimate, caters to Miami's robust but illegal marijuana growing house industry. To leave the jail, a judge ordered Hernandez Gonzalez post a $4 million bond, clean money, not drug money, not from the buckets. For a man with $20 million in the walls. Look how much money this is. That's a crazy amount. For a man with $20 million in his walls, elevated bond is clearly necessary, they said. Miami-Dade prosecutor Adam Korn said on Wednesday's bond hearing, his attorney said he believed the government jumped the gun on arresting Gonzalez. My understanding is that he ran a very successful hydroponic supply store. Yeah, not that damn successful, which is in itself lawful, he said. For now, Hernandez Gonzalez is facing a host of state charges, including money laundering, marijuana trafficking, possession of a firearm while committing a felony. His sister, Selma Hernandez, who worked in the Blossom Experience, was also arrested and charged. The discovery on Tuesday was part of an investigation by police prosecutors in the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration into Hernandez Gonzalez, who runs the business at 7200 block Northwest 54th Street. The group is believed to be trafficking marijuana in Tennessee, according to an arrest report. The DEA first began targeting Hernandez Gonzalez back in 2010 when he openly discussed the ins and outs of the marijuana trade to a confidential informant on its website. The Blossom Experience touts itself as an unmatched service and supports their indoor gardening needs. One informant told agents that Hernandez Gonzalez undercut its competitors by selling equipment cheaply, probably because they had the money to do that, and then bought high-grade marijuana for good prices from its own customers and sold it himself at a high profit. On 2 occasions, the informant himself, a doper, they said, sold 101 pounds of marijuana to Hernandez Gonzalez in the store. But ATF agents could never build a solid enough case to arrest him. So how is that, okay? They clearly sell it to him in the store. How is that not a clear-cut case? I don't understand. Probably because they had corrupt officers on the case that were taking the money, because that's what ended up happening. But his name surfaced again earlier in the year. He was probably paying off the fucking DEA and all these other people, allegedly. So agents began monitoring phone calls as part of a wide-ranging marijuana probe that netted the June 15th arrest of 11 people in Tennessee. All of them had ties to Miami. A Nashville government press release described them as Cuban nationals. In Tennessee, investigators seized more than 300 marijuana plants and at least 5 guns and more than $140,000 in cash. The ringleader Luis Rego, 32, and Pedro Martin, 28, hail from Miami. The investigators into Hernandez Gonzalez was a spinoff. The federal wiretap recorded Hernandez Gonzalez in phone calls, giving Rego advice on how to care for sick plants. Rego even sent Hernandez Gonzalez text message photos of some of the ailing plants, according to court documents. You don't need to do anything to it, Hernandez Gonzalez allegedly told Rego on one of the recorded phone calls in April. You'll need to keep it unbothered and cool, a bit of food. With the help of Miami-Dade narcotics detectives, prosecutors, agents on Tuesday executed search warrants at the Blossom Experience. Inside, they found marijuana seeds, marijuana labeled Super Skunk and Chernobyl. $180,000 in cash in a safe. Hernandez Gonzalez admitted to frequently helping customers learn how to properly cultivate marijuana. Miami-Dade detectives said he wrote in a report the next investigators raided his home at Miami Lakes at 7780 Northwest 169th Terrace in the leafy gated community of sprawling homes. Hernandez Gonzalez had lived in the mango-colored 5-bedroom, 2-story home for the past decade. He bought the lot and then had the home built. Investigators believe the secret attic compartment was added during construction. Neighbors here describe Hernandez Gonzalez as a family man and a nice man, but largely guarded, rarely interacting with them. He initially denied there was any money in the house. But inside the master bedroom closet, Miami-Dade detectives found heat-sealed bags of cash labeled $150K. Police found numerous vials of steroids and a loaded Tech 9 pistol with an extended clip, according to the arrest reports. The tiny room, about 6 feet by 7 feet, was located on the second floor down the hallway next to a bedroom where the two children could have possibly accessed it through the attic. Though a trap door was hidden by a layer of fiberglass insulation, the attic entrance was guarded by more figurines associated with the religion. Removing the statue from the wall above, detectives punched a hole into the hallway, removed the buckets, and discovery stuns even veteran narcotics detectives who used to process large amounts of money. The buckets were loaded into the back of pickup trucks and hauled to the Miami-Dade Police Department, where the bills were painstakingly entered into the money counting machines. Miami-Dade police will likely now move to take ownership of the money through civil forfeiture laws. Of course they did. While the feds could seize the Miami Lake home, the amount of currency seized represents one of the largest money seizures ever in the jurisdiction of Miami-Dade. So, and then they went on to prosecute the case. So they say, is it fact or fiction? The movie or the show, The Rip, it is pure fact. They revealed $22 million drug bust in Miami-Dade. The criminal thriller, The Rip, released Friday on Netflix, centered around the real Miami-Dade officer who uncovered the $20 million stuffed inside the Home Depot buckets in a raid during the 2016 raid. How much of the film portrayal of a bust was based on true events? In The Rip and the true story, Miami-Dade investigators raided the home, found buckets of cash stored inside a secret compartment only accessible through the attic. Matt Damon stars as a detective who was based on a real Miami-Dade cop, Christopher Casino, supervising the former Miami-Dade Police Department Tactical Narcotics Unit, which raided the home and found the millions. At the time, it was the largest seizure in the department's history. While the bust and Damon's character stemmed from reality, much of The Rip was fictionalized. But I guarantee you that, and if you want to see a picture of this guy, I'll show you what he looks like here. Let me show you. And I'll get to some of your comments. This is what the guy looked like. Bam. That's him. That's him in 2016. It says his home, where the cops raided, was caught on a wiretap giving grow advice to pot growers arrested by the feds in Tennessee. So that's him. This dude making a ton of money. It's crazy. And of course, you know, when you got that much money, of course the cops are like, they ain't gonna notice a couple million. Oh, it goes from 24 million to 22 million. How is that? And I'm sure there was more than that. I guarantee you there was more buckets than that, right? That's just how many they got. They probably had at least 25 million, right? So one report says 24, the other one says 22. They won't miss 2 million. No big deal. Just slides into the back of one of those investigators' trucks. No big deal. They won't miss it. Mike Ball's in the house. What's going on, Mike? How you doing? Thank you for joining me today. James, what's up, bro? We got a lot of people in the house. Duka. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. Buy yourself some cigarettes. Brandon Smokes. And how much y'all think? Say hi. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. You have no idea. It really helps. Every dollar helps a lot. YouTube takes 30%, so they're going to take $3 of that. So I have enough for a Lucy by the time I get the money. I'm just fucking with you guys. Thank you. I really appreciate that. No, but I'm being serious. They take 30%. No bullshit. So if you want to donate, make sure you donate to Cash App. It's the best place to donate. Chattin with Staxx. I got a huge donation one time. I was like, what the hell? I was shocked because I don't get crazy donations, but I appreciate every single one of them. Let's see who else we got in the building. Paula's in the building. Tommy. What's good, Tommy? How you doing? Edge. We got Edge in the house. Nomadic Pirate. What's good? Ken. How are you? Jimmy Mack. Oh, it's MLK Day, right? Happy MLK Day to everybody. Got Jimmy Mack in the house. Slow Ride. Duka Duka. I really appreciate that, man. You have no idea. It really helps. Thank you. Randy, what's up, bro? Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I appreciate you. I got a huge interview lined up after this live. Should be pretty interesting. I can't tell you who it is yet. I don't like to let the cat out of the bag until I have the interview. Boom, wrapped up. What's going on, James? How you doing? What's up, Stacy? Shout out to Stacy. Thank you for joining me today. I'm having a great day. Things are really good. I can't complain. I really can't. Rah-Rah's in the house. We got Mike Balls in the building. Shout out to Mike Balls checking out his show. Every morning, man. It's like a ritual. There's a lot going on out there, right? It's insane, all the stuff going on. I don't really get too political. I like to go to Mike Balls to check out his his take on things, you know? Yeah, he looks like Juice, right? Off SOA. He does too. Cash App doesn't work in Australia. Yeah, a lot of places like Canada it doesn't work. I got Venmo, PayPal, Super Sticker, Super Chats, Zelle, all that good shit. I got everything, man. So where there's a will, there's a way. Hey, Virginia Chaos, I will be sending out your shirt soon. I was at the damn post office, and I'm like, where's his address? I don't got his address. I was trying to send it out, too, and I didn't have your address, bro. I was trying to message you, and you didn't get back to me in time, so... But I got it now, and I definitely will be on that. Matter of fact, I got it right here. There's crazy snow outside right now. All good, mate. You got me on payday. I appreciate that, man. Always take my cash out the bank. I know I don't trust the bank either. I do the same thing, bro. I do the same thing. I don't trust the bank. You remember when today's Dolly Parton's birthday. Happy birthday to Dolly Parton. Every young man's fantasy, right? When you're a young man, everyone talks about Dolly Parton and her two friends. We hardcore at work out here. Yeah, it is crazy, man. We don't get Cash App in Canada either. They probably got something different there, right? I should be cleaning the driveway, snow, but I'm watching Staxx instead. Yeah, fuck that snow, man. That snow's gonna stay right where the fuck it's at. I don't got time for that. No, I'll get your shirt to you, man. I'll get it to you soon. Matter of fact, we should do another giveaway today for a shirt. Chime also. Yeah, oh yeah, there's Chime. I got Chime too. Oh, money to PayPal, so I can't use that either. How do you owe money to PayPal? Is there a way to like get money from PayPal? I've never heard of that, man. Hey, Floyd, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. Brother Staxx bringing the real Nomadic Pirate. What's up, bro? I appreciate all you guys. I got the best subscribers anywhere. The Yankee Viking, what's going on? When I was in prison, a young kid, right? Matter of fact, a woman just messaged me about her son is in MYI, and I remember the days being in MYI. She said her son is in F Cottage. I was in E Cottage. He's in F Cottage, and she's worried about him. And it's understandable. I mean, mothers worry about their kids, right? He's a young kid. He's under 18. He's locked up, and MYI is a pretty crazy place. I don't know exactly how it is now, right? Because DCF came and like took over the place. But I know it's 23-hour lockdown. You're stuck in a cell all day long. There's a lot of kids there that like to be mischiefy. A lot of fighting. A lot of it's boring in prison. So what do? They pick on people, they fight, they do all kinds of stuff like that. But I told her not to worry. Call the counselor to see how he's doing. But shout out to her, and it'll be all right. She commented on one of my videos that I did about MYI. It was a pretty brutal place, but I mean, the kid will get through it. He won't, he won't not get through it. Black eye never hurt nobody, right? I had a few of those in my day. I gave a few too. But anyway, we got some things to talk about today. So we're talking to, let me tell you guys about this. So a man was killed recently in Bristol, Connecticut. This is a wild story. A man found dead after ATV goes off 8-foot retaining wall in Southington. Southington's the next town over. So, it's crazy snow outside, right? So a man was found dead Sunday afternoon after an all-terrain vehicle crashed in Southington. Police responded at around 2:48 p.m. to the area of Mandel Drive after receiving a report about an unresponsive male near an overturned ATV. A witness pointed officers to the back of the property on Flanders Street where the man was found. Police identified the man as an 83-year-old Andrew Connolly of Southington. He shouldn't have been on a damn quad. So it had a plow on the front. Despite crews attempting life-saving measures, Connolly was pronounced dead. Based on a preliminary investigation, police learned that Connolly was driving an ATV equipped with a snowplow attachment at the time of the crash. Investigators believe the vehicle went off the 8-foot retaining wall along the driveway, causing it to roll over. Southington Police Department crash investigation team is investigating the cause of the crash. Police are seeking anyone that witnessed the incident to come forward with information. But that's a sad situation. An old guy is trying to plow his driveway, and he goes off an embankment, and no more. He's not here no more. So sending prayers to his family. That's a terrible situation. Hey, comment make you angry. How you doing? Thank you for joining me, man. Appreciate you. Selling stuff on eBay. I didn't have knowing that people were buying phones, PS4s, and saved from being refurbished. We're saved from being refurbished from PayPal. Oh, I get it. You're selling stuff on eBay, so if things get messed up, they take the money off of there, right? And they make you pay it. Is it like that? There's a lot of snow out here in Connecticut right now. It's crazy. It is tragic, old guy. Aussie, how you doing? Greetings. Appreciate you. So today we're talking about some heroes, right? These 2 outlaw members, they saved a little girl from a burning car. Little girl and her mom. They said in one report she was 8 months old. Another report said she was 9 months old. I don't think that really matters, but so they saved this young woman and her mom from certain death. It's a crazy situation. This is the little girl. She's got a little mini hat on. I mean, it was a chance encounter. They stepped forward when no one else would. So what happened was, Mum, because this is in England, it says Mum, M-U-M, that's how they say it. Mum thanks strangers who rescued 9-month-old baby from burning car. A mother has thanked 2 strangers who rescued her 9-month-old baby from burning car moments before it was engulfed in flames. Alex McLean and Benu Gwent was driving along dual carriageway when her car began to smoke. And although she managed to get out, she struggled to open any of the doors to get her child out. As the flames spread, Wesley Beynon and his uncle, Marc Willding, they stopped to help, with Wesley managing to enter through the driver's door and free Lilah, and Marc pulled her to safety. The group reunited on Sunday, and Alex and Lilah would grow up knowing about the 2 men that saved her life, adding that she would never forget their heroism. You know, these people get a bad rap because they're involved with a motorcycle club, but I mean, these are good guys. A lot of these people that are in these clubs are good guys. Alex, 21, was driving along the A465 in Merthyr Tydfil. I guess that's how you say it. I'm not sure. This was around 1312, so they used military time. I guess this is 1:20 on Wednesday to take Lily to the playground when the car suddenly began to lose power. After warning lights came on, she pulled into the lay-by. That must be the side of the road. But moments later, smoke filled the car and she rushed to get out. When she tried to open the door, the rear door behind the passenger seat, the passenger door, neither would open. It could be because the mechanics of the car are caught on fire, so it makes it, especially if it's a computer and all that. And in her panic, she did not think to try the other side. She said, "I was panicking, trying to open the doors. I thought everything was just locked," she explained. Alex said she screamed for help and cars just kept driving past, unsuccessfully trying to smash the window with their keys before calling police. As the bonnet began to burn, I guess the bonnet is the car, they're from England, so they talk different. I was hysterical and had no idea what was going on. I thought I was going to lose her, she said. Welder, fabricator, Wesley, they were heading back to the workshop when he and his uncle noticed the car on fire in the lay-by, the side of the road. The 39-year-old recalled seeing a woman at the passenger door, clearly in distress, screaming that her baby was trapped inside, in which he described as horrifying. Wesley forced his way through the driver's side, unclipped the baby's harness, and with Marc taking the baby out of the flames, were already visible. There were flames visible when we got in the car. I could see them through the windscreen or the windshield. It's pretty terrifying, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Moments after Lilah was rescued, the car became erupted into flames, which could have been a completely different story. Around 30 seconds to a minute later, it was engulfed. We were in the right place at the right time, Wesley said. Instinct took over. Mark, 58, from Meredith, added that he would have never left the scene until that baby was safely out of the car. We would have done it any way possible, they said. They don't care. They would have got the baby out of the car. But these guys, man, they really saved this kid. So here, I got a video to play you guys. And other cars are just driving by. That's crazy. Can you imagine? A mother's banging on the window like her baby's in there. And they just keep driving by. People nowadays, they don't think about other people. It's crazy. So that's the car, and you could see them near the car, right?
Okay. Hello. No battery light came on, so I was like, right, something's going on here. So I needed to pull over, and luckily I was right next to the lay-by. So I pulled over, and then I was just
Craig, what's up?
Because obviously I didn't think of anything of it. So I sat there for like 2 seconds, and then the smoke started, and I was like, right, okay, I need to get us out.
Billy,
So
what's
I
up,
got
bro?
out on my side of the car. I closed my door, and then I went to her side, and her side wouldn't open. I was like, hands up in the air, panicking. Like, there was people driving past just looking at me, and I was like, I don't know what to do.
As we were passing the lay-by, we realised it was on fire, and I could see Alex by the side of the car, frantically trying to get in. So we stopped, got out, ran down to the car. Alex's screams were horrifying. Obviously understandable because of the baby being trapped in the car and things. I tried the back door because my first thing was baby's going to be in the back. Back door was locked. I managed to get into the driver's door, climbed into the car, and opened the passenger door from inside. When my uncle was stood at the passenger side then, so he opened the door. I unclipped the baby seatbelt, and my uncle Mark pulled the baby out of the car then.
Thank you.
No problem at all. No problem at all.
What do you guys think of this situation? That's insane. I was reading the comments on this Reddit post, right? This is posted on Reddit, and they go, plot twist, these guys lit the car on fire. I'm like, come on, man. But this is it's pretty noble of them to save this mother and the woman. I mean, the woman could have died trying to get her own baby out of the car, right? I got another video of the newscast of this situation. Let's check it out.
Miraculous escape after 2 strangers saved her from a burning car in Wales. Mother Alex was driving along a dual carriageway on Wednesday when her car caught fire. She described the 2 men who stopped to rescue her and her 9-month-old daughter as a literal lifesaver. She needed to meet them again. Zoe O'Brien reports.
Reunited for the first time with the strangers who saved her life. Just days ago, they pulled 9-month-old Lilah from a burning car at the side of a dual carriageway in Wales. Mum Alex had been taking her to a playgroup when her car started to lose power. Within seconds, she'd pulled over and smoke was billowing from the engine. But when Alex ran around the side of the car to get her daughter...
TRMC or TRC, what's up, bro? Thank you for joining me today. Appreciate you. If I missed anyone, I apologize. Comment, make you angry. What's up? Craig. There was another one I missed. Mile High, what's up, bro? Thank you for joining me. Jason, thank you for joining me. All the women and older folks should carry a window popper, definitely on the keychain, right? It's a window popper, and then they got a thing to cut your seatbelt, too. They should carry those, too. Definitely. Here, let's rewind this.
Baby had a miraculous escape after 2 strangers saved her from a burning car in Wales. mother Alex McPeak, was driving along a dual carriageway on Wednesday when her car caught fire. She described the two men who stopped to rescue her and her 9-month-old daughter as a literal lifesaver. She needed to meet them again. Zoe O'Brien reports.
Reunited for the first time with the strangers who saved her life. Just days ago, they pulled 9-month-old Lilah from a burning car at the side of a dual carriageway in Wales. Mum Alex had been taking her to a playgroup when her car started to lose power. Within seconds, she'd pulled over and smoke was billowing from the engine. But when Alex ran around the side of the car to get her daughter, the doors wouldn't open.
The car's on fire, the baby's in the car, they don't know what to do. I was obviously pulling the door. I was like trying to use my keys to smash the window, but I couldn't do that either. It was seconds, I'd say, before that car went up in like really big flames.
Luckily for Lilah, Wesley and his uncle Marc spotted Alex in distress and launched into action.
Alex's screams were horrifying. When I got in the car, the heat in it was almost unbearable. It's just instinct, you know? I was trying to help others.
I don't think they would have left until she was out of the vehicle.
These are literal lifesavers. They saved my baby's life. I've just never been so appreciative for someone to help me, because there were so many other people that just didn't bother.
It was an ordeal that none of them will forget, but the start of what they all say will be a lifelong friendship and an early lesson to little Lilah about the importance of helping others in their time of need.
So yeah, shout out to them, man. They're absolute heroes, saving that woman and her child. And you're right about that. Nobody notices when you do good stuff, but when you do something bad, it's all over the place. People want to focus on that. But when you do good stuff, it's not really noticed much, right? So shout out to them guys. It's freezing in Central Virginia. I believe it. Shit, it's crazy out there, man. I noticed how dude didn't mention anything about being bikers. But if it was a story, they lit the car on fire. Yeah, so someone wrote in the comment, plot twist, they're the ones that lit the car on fire. I'm like, come on, man, don't go there. You notice how the dude didn't mention anything about being a biker, right? But they always mention when something bad goes on, they mention that they're in this club or that club, just to like bring attention to that club. It's not about the person that did this, whatever it is. It's about the whole organization as a whole. They try to villainize them and stuff. You're right about that, Nomadic Pirate. 100%. It doesn't matter what it is either. It doesn't matter. They will crucify them just for being a part of any of these clubs. And I'm here to show you guys that they are not a criminal organization. They're not. They're motorcycle clubs that get villainized by the media and by the police. The police do it a lot. They want people to be afraid of these clubs. They want you to like look at them like they're bad people, and they're not. They're good people. It's stereotyping, 100%. I mean, look at these guys. If they didn't give a shit, they would have drove right by and not cared about nothing. These guys put their life at risk to save this baby. I think pretty much anyone would do that. I hope anyone would do that, because, I mean, to just keep driving by while someone's in a car suffering, I would never do that. I would have to stop. I would have to. And I hope a lot of you would do the same thing. So a man on the FBI's top 10 most wanted list has been caught. I believe he was from North Carolina. This is a wild story. Let me show you guys this. I got a big interview coming up. Let's see here. So a man on the FBI's most wanted list is found after nearly 10 years in Mexico. This is in Charlotte, North Carolina. So this is the guy right here. He's been captured. Here's another picture of him. And here's a picture of him getting led away. So man on the FBI's 10 most wanted list was arrested. He's allegedly wanted for alleged murder of a Charlotte, North Carolina woman has been found after nearly 10 years, according to FBI Charlotte officials. Alex Costello is wanted for the 2016 murder of his ex-girlfriend, 23-year-old Truquan Sandy Lilah. She must be maybe Japanese or something like that. The two worked together at a Charlotte restaurant before Lilah and Costello, I guess she lent him money, the FBI said. Lailey's vehicle was found abandoned at a bus station in Phoenix, Arizona, shortly after her body was discovered in North Carolina on August 17th, 2016. The day prior, a video from U.S. Customs Border Patrol allegedly showed Castillo, who was only 17 at the time, crossing the border into Nogales, into Arizona, and into Mexico. It says on Friday, law enforcement officials attached office in Mexico City worked with agents in Mexico to capture Castillo. Officials said he is being detained in Mexico City pending extradition proceedings to North Carolina. For nearly 10 years, the FBI special agent in Charlotte's Metro Police Department and Task Force worked to develop leads to find Castillo. The case shows the power of collaboration among law enforcement agencies at every level, said Charlotte chief. Working together with the CMPD and our partners, we'll go to great lengths to hunt fugitives down to ensure justice is served. This joint effort sends a clear message to those who commit violent crimes that cannot run. Bringing fugitives to justice makes Charlotte's and the community safer. And while nothing can heal the loss of Sandy's family, has ensured that they hope to bring a step closer to some sort of peace. Castillo is the 516th person to be placed on the FBI's most wanted list. Alejandro Castillo's arrest is the 5th top 10 most wanted fugitive captured under administration in this FBI since last year, more than the entire previous 4 years combined. That's no accident when you have an administration who gives law enforcement the support to execute missions. They get their job done like nobody else. This was outstanding work for our Charlotte team, the FBI said, local law enforcement and partners in Mexico. We can now begin the process to deliver law-awaiting justice to Sandy Lilah's family, said FBI Director Kaz Patel. But there's a lot of people on the FBI top 10 most wanted list, and they're offering a lot of fucking money for some of them. You guys know Ryan Wedding is one of the people that is being targeted on the top 10 most wanted list. There's some women on there. A bunch of people have been captured. This woman, Cindy Singh, has been captured. But there's 8 people. They're going to place 2 new people on the list now. And I believe they all have rewards too. Like, $250,000 reward for this woman. She was just captured. Her name is Cecilia Rodriguez. She was born in 1985. They offered up to $250,000 for leads for her arrest. She was wanted for allegedly killing her 6-year-old son on March 20th, 2023, Everman Police Department was asked by Texas Department of Family and Protective Service to conduct a welfare check of the 6-year-old boy, the son of Cindy Rodriguez, after the child had not been seen since November or October of 2022. During the welfare check, Rodriguez lied to investigators and indicated the child was in Mexico with his biological father and had been there since November of 2022. On March 22nd of 2023, Rodriguez, her husband, and the 6 other juvenile children boarded an international flight to Indonesia. Investigators confirmed that the missing child was not present and never boarded the flight. It is believed that Rodriguez has not returned to the United States since boarding that flight. On October 31st, 2023, Cindy Rodriguez was charged with capital murder in the District Court of Tarrant County, Fort Worth, Texas. On November 2nd, 2023, federal arrest warrant was issued for Rodriguez in the United States, Northern District of Texas, Fort Worth, Texas. After she was charged with unlawful flight to avoid prosecution, and she has just been caught too. So that's pretty nuts. And we'll see who they put on the list next. TRC, what's going on? Craig, how you doing? BFOS, how you doing? Thank you for joining me today. Smash that like button. I got a good show for you guys coming up this week. We're going to be talking about Donnie Watch. We got some new information about good old Donnie. And it's pretty good. It's pretty damn juicy. So stay tuned for that. Donnie Watch is going to be thoroughly exposed. Not like he hasn't already been thoroughly exposed. But the song with Harley and Big Kaz is out now. You Ain't My Brother remix. Make sure you guys go check it out. Matter of fact, I could play it here if you guys want me to. Do you guys want to hear the song? I got the video, matter of fact. I'll just play it for you guys. Check this out. This is Harley and Big Kaz. Go check out that song. Go check out Big Kaz and Harley G's. Got a lot of content on the way. Stay tuned. If you guys like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's brother, sister's friend about Chatting with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. If you want to donate to the show, you can hit up the Cash App at Chatting with Staxx, or you can hit up my Venmo, PayPal, Super Sticker, Super Chats, Zelle, all that good stuff. And if you want to tell your story on Chatting with Staxx, just email me at billstax2021@gmail.com, and I'll let you know if we can work it out. I appreciate all you guys. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.